Hi, I'm Jenny. Welcome to my channel where we focus on using ordinary materials to make beautiful things. Excuse me. It's another Motivational Monday. Yay! So today's quote is kind of a who said yeah quote. Yeah. The question isn't who's going to let me, but who's going to stop me. So to that end, I have found a magazine photo that I think kind of goes with that quote, and my plan is to put it over here and do some writing here, and we'll decorate her up, do some outlining, things like that. And to get started, I've already done a little bit on the page. I just kind of smushed around some yellow and red paint, and then I had a stencil and I put a little bit of paint on it and kind of did this and used a brayer, so you can kind of see the hint of the stencil lines. They're kind of squished out. But I was just trying to cover up the background as one of those wedding papers. I think we've covered them all completely. But I've mentioned previously that I bought a pack of just assorted scrapbook papers at the thrift store, and some of them were wedding oriented. So we don't need that. But I'm gonna cover it up. So I think at this point you can't really tell what it is. There's just, you can kind of see some stripes and stuff under there that just sort of adds to the layers. So I'm just gonna get started with gluing down my magazine image here. Today I'm crafting with cats. One of my cats, Kid, is hanging out with me in the studio, and she's been a little obnoxious today, so right now she's being good. She's just kind of sitting to the side watching. But I've already had to toss her out. When I say toss, I mean just pick her up and put her out. I don't really mean toss. I've had to put her out of the studio once today because she just keeps digging in stuff that she's not supposed to be digging in. Last week, one of my cats got hold of something. Excuse me. No, sweetie, don't take that. Got hold of some ribbon and chewed it up, and I don't know where they got it because I'm very careful to put it away. So, and now she just stole a roll of washi tape. So, excuse me for a minute. Okay. Come on. You need to go sit in this chair. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, they had gotten hold of some ribbon and tried to eat it. Silly cats. And I'm really careful about putting it away, so I'm not sure how they got it. But since then, I've been keeping my studio door completely closed. So now, because she can't hang out in here, and she really likes to hang out in here, one of her favorite chairs is in here. So now when I'm in here, she can be in here, but she's a little obnoxious because she doesn't get to come in very often. All right, I'm gonna hit pause because I'm gonna have to go get her and put her out. She's now digging around in the printer. Okay, I'm back. So I've just put her out and closed the door, and now she's very unhappy with me. All right, so I'm going to start with just kind of outlining here. And then I want to do some writing, but the writing's going to be over here, so I don't want to smear it while I'm trying to outline, which I tend to do with the paint pens. I tend to smear them. So I'm just going to start with this. I'm probably going to smear it anyway because I'm going to go back and draw on her a little bit, and I probably should have just moved left to right for the whole thing, but it doesn't make sense to me to do that. Like, I don't think about it. And now, of course, I want to go back here. Just want to do some outlining on her, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and do her hair kind of in white. You almost really can't see it all against the background because it's black and white. She's wearing black, and so I'm just kind of guessing where her hair might be falling. Looks like she's got a jacket opening here. Maybe a lapel. It's really hard to tell with the black and white and the glare. Put a glare here. So, kind of guess that lapel is here. Even if it's not, we're just going to put it there. So it's where we say it is. It's wherever we say it is, right? Let's see. She has a purse down here that we're seeing. Kind of a chain. So he's got a little bit of hair there. You know, and we can cover up anything that's a mistake, if there are mistakes, with her hair, because it's kind of in the way there. Looks like there's some stripes on the purse. Let's see. There's some belt loops and a belt. Okay. I'm planning to put some jewels and things on her, so I do think maybe we want some polka dots on her lapels. We might as well give her something more interesting to wear than this all black, right? That's half the fun of it. Maybe we'll heavy up that bottom of that purse there to distinguish that from the rest of what she's wearing. Okay. I want to give her something interesting for her hat as well. So we'll do that. Let's see. Maybe we'll put some polka dots on her shorts down here too, since she has polka dots on her jacket. Heaven knows we'd want to go together there, right? How about a cuff with some polka dots? Okay. All right, we'll let that dry a little bit, and we'll go ahead and put the quote in. The question isn't who's going to let me, but who's going to stop me. So I think I'm just gonna try to, I'm not sure. I mean, I usually plan it out, but I think it's probably just better just to try to write it. This is kind of big, which means I need to write smaller because it's not going to fit. The question isn't, let's see, who is apostrophe, who's going to let me but who's going to stop me? There we go. I guess it did fit. Although, I mean, it's kind of, we probably don't have a lot of room to do much to the lettering. I'm not sure that that's a bad thing. I might go back and do something else in a minute. I'm going to let that sit for a minute and hopefully dry a little bit. Like I said, I always end up smudging it. So I have some little bits of lace that I thought maybe we'd put on her hat. I have a little flower. I love this little crocheted hat. I have this little piece of crochet. We could put up there maybe put some. I was thinking a little piece of lace. Maybe there. Let's see. I just kind of want to give her some personality. Maybe if we tip it up a little bit, put that there. Might need to trim it. It's just a little long, isn't it? A little too long, I think. I don't really want to gather it. So, just want to kind of round it up here. There, we kind of tip it that way like a beret maybe. And then let's see, we could put that on there. Or we could put that on there. Well, I kind of like the flower, I think. Flower's fun. There's a heart. I have a heart. We could put the heart down on her jacket, her lapel. Kind of covers it up, doesn't it? All right, I'm leaning towards the flower here, I think. Maybe kind of just tipping it down that way. Putting the flower there. That still seems like it's sticking out too much. Probably had it the other way, didn't I? That way. The flower. I don't know. Trying to make it look like it fits her a little bit here. There we go. That's a little better, I think. And the flower. Although I don't know. Just can't seem to get that right. Some days. That's a little better. Okay. I like that a little better. So I am just going to use a little bit of glue stick to kind of stick that lace down, and then I'm going to use hot glue to hold down the flower, and hopefully between the two of them that will hold it pretty well. This way a little bit. That feels like it's sticking. That's pretty good. And then I want that there. Just get some right in the middle here. There we go. Okay. All right, let's see. What else could we do to her? I think she needs a little lipstick, but I'm always a little leery because every time I try to put lipstick on somebody, I feel like it kind of makes them look like they're from somewhere else. I'm not sure. Or outer space. Because then they have these huge lips. I have these blue kind of pearls that I thought might be fun. Maybe we could put a few little pearls, trim off this edge here, up here on her hat, at the brim of her hat, kind of. Like that. Like that. What do we think? Do we want the heart down there on her chest, I think, maybe? We could do some more pearls along the chain here. As part of the chain. from the purse. Yep, and then we could put a few more down here, but at least 1 or 2 down here on the purse, right? So it looks like her hand is continuing. I didn't really outline her hands or doing much on her face either, so let's just put a few on the purse here. Kind of top of that there. There we go. Should we do the bottom, just kind of outline the whole purse maybe? Maybe we'll just make her purse really blingy. That would be kind of cool. We could do that. There. I don't know, do we want to put some on the stripes? What do we think? Should we? Oop, I got that all twisted. Having trouble. Put some on the stripes. Maybe a little. Maybe there, and then maybe like this stripe. And we'll decide. Do it every other one. That's kind of cool. I don't know. Too much is never enough. Yeah, I think that's probably enough on that. Okay, I like that. So we'll let her purse be all pearly there. I have some blue jewels as well. I just thought the blue was a nice contrast to the orange, but I have some like this as well. We could put down. We could maybe put a few there and put her brooch on top of it here. Let's see. Let me trim this off a little. Something like that. Or we could go ahead and give her that and give her a little bracelet. You know, everybody needs jewelry, especially if they're going to go out and conquer the world. Could give her some little earrings. Her hand is kind of covered in there. I do like the little jewelry look here, so let's give her a little bit of jewelry. Just trying to pick it up there. I broke 2 nails today, so now I'm having trouble picking things up. All right, let's try again. Oh, getting things stuck to my fingers. What is it about me and glue? I just can't seem to do anything with it. There we go. Okay. After that sets, there we go. We'll get that off of there. All right. We could give her heart a little jewel, right? We could put one in the middle. This is silver, and that might be pretty. So we could do that. I want to put her little heart right there. I like that. There we go. I'm just having trouble with the strings today. Usually I don't have this many strings from my hot glue, but Like I said, I've broken 2 of my nails today, so my manicure is kind of in shambles, and I think my finger is catching, I think my nail, the edge of my nail is catching the glue, so. Okay, that looks good. I like that. Let's see, what else could we do? I have some brighter blue jewels. I don't know whether we want to put some of those maybe on her jacket. We could line her lapel with those, or I'm not sure. I'm not sure I really want those on there after all. I thought maybe I did. I have some of these as well that I thought were really cute. And I like the little feathers. It's kind of a free spirit sort of thing. So maybe we could put some of those, you know, in the corners of the page. Oh, those are kind of cool. I'm trying to decide, I don't know if those are going to stick or not. I think they could use just a little bit of glue probably. Just to help them. Oh, I like that there. That's pretty. Maybe another one down here. Just try doing it on the page here. That's kind of nice. Let's see. We could do a third one up here maybe. Something else. It's kind of boho looking. I think they're kind of, I mean, they're kind of Western, but they're kind of boho as well. So, I like those. Okay, let's see. Do we want to go back and maybe, maybe we'll use the gel pen to do some smaller. We could maybe do a little smaller outlining. As opposed to the big, just give it a little more detail. You know, once I start doing stuff like this, I just can't bring myself to stop a lot of times. I know that everybody's like, oh, that's the mark of, you know, really knowing when to stop, knowing, you know, an artist knows when to stop. And that active restraint. It's like, yeah, well, I guess it just depends on your style. And my style is kind of overboard. So that's what I like. And I like busy. So that's what we're going to do. Right. The question isn't who's going to let me, but who's going to stop me. And that's kind of this, right? Who's going to stop me from going overboard? Nobody. Nobody's going to stop me. I feel like, you know, really that there's more that we should do, but I kind of feel like the page is pretty full, so, you know. I like the background, I like the colors, I like the image. This is nice, but just a little bit, right? Just a little bit. I mean, I guess I could make it heavier, but I suppose if I'm going to do that, I should probably just get the paint pen and do it again, right? We could maybe just connect them a little. The question isn't who's going to let me, but who's going to stop me. I really love this. I really love this quote. You know, because I do think I do think sometimes in life we think, you know, oh, I can't do that. Nobody's gonna let me do that. But you know, if you really want to do it, I'm not sure anybody can really stop you. So, and as always, I have to have some punctuation down there. So I kind of like this, just a little something extra around it, maybe a little heavier, just kind of a squiggly little line. You know, I'm not trying to make this neat and tidy. I'm just trying to emphasize. Though I feel like my gel pen must be picking up paint because the tip maybe isn't. Might have to stop and clean the tip. Well, that looked a little better. Just to, you know, I like kind of the, you know, the scratchy little lines out around things. As opposed to the super neat. And there are, you know, there's a time and a place for like super neat lines and things like that, but it's kind of more my personality to be the you know, just a little off kilter, just a little messy. But there's, you know, there's fun in that. It doesn't take itself so seriously, you know. Sometimes I think we're in danger of taking ourselves too seriously. So it's always good to, you know, do something that's not quite so serious. Right? You can take what you do seriously and take your job seriously and, you know, take things in your life seriously without taking yourself too seriously. So I think I just have to remember sometimes that that's true, that I need to not take everything so seriously. We had some friends over for dinner over the weekend, and they were a hoot. So that always, you know, stuff like that, having friends over and laughing and having dinner always reminds me that it's not, you know, that life is meant to be fun. So, almost done here. And I think when I'm done with this, that I'm gonna maybe be done with the page. I just not really sure. Got to back up and look at it. Could put a little bling. There's not that space down here to fill in. Maybe just a little there, right? Just to connect it all. Could put a little bling over here, I suppose. That's always a good idea. All right, jewels are always a good idea. Okay, let's see. Almost there, almost there. Maybe there. Just seeing if there's any little spaces to fill in a little bit. Connect it all. Seems much more connected up here. Oh, I didn't get around that one. Heavens, how did I miss one? I don't know. Who's going to stop me? Okay. too. Kind of integrated around our picture there. All right. Okay, I think I like that. I'm not sure if I want to add any more bling anywhere or not. I have this one little jewel hanging out. Wait, should I put it on? Should I put some jewels on the O's? Right, no such thing as too much bling. Maybe. Let's try. Let's put some little jewels on the O's. You know, just for fun. Why not? I mean, really, if we hate it, they'll come off. But how could you hate, you know, how could you hate jewels on the saying? You know, how could that be a bad thing? Oops. Stick to my nails here. That's the only one that doesn't look, and that one looks out of place because it's a capital O. Let's see. We could put this silver one there. Who's going to stop me? I don't know. Now that looks out of place. Do we just need 2 on the capital? There we go. Okay. All right. The question isn't who's going to let me, but who's going to stop me. Okay. Thanks for joining me. If you enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, share the video. I'd love to hear from you. So if there's something you'd like to see, let me know. Until next time, remember, use what you have to make your life more beautiful. Bye.